What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Skullboy, and welcome to one of the greatest figures I think I've ever had in my collection, Silverbolt, aka 3 out of 5, the chest of Superion. Now, as of last week's review, which is Vortex, or should be, I don't know, I might end up uploading something else in between, I don't know. But as of last review that I believe I should have done, I can't predict the future, is Vortex, and I already kind of touched base with Silverbolt there because he's combiner pieces, and I'm speechless at how good this figure is. Like, I love this figure, and I mean, this figure is normally either in jet mode or combined mode for me. I do like robot mode, and robot mode I do touch on a lot. And he's really accurate to the original G1 cartoon. Like, I love how close the paint and everything is. But right now, we're going to move the figure itself aside and touch on the box. Oh my god. I was not expecting this box to be this big. Yet again, I do have... Hang on. I'm going to move the box off to move on the other box. I do have... This is my second commander class ever in my collection. So, Jetfire was my first ever commander. And this box is dusty because it's been sitting... My god. This box has been sitting behind me along with Jetfire on display, which I do not have Jetfire on display right now because he is just out in my living room because I mess with him for a size comparison with combined mode. But yeah, so my first commander, and then my second commander. But not my last, because literally tomorrow... As of recording this, yet again, today is August 18th, as of recording this, same as Vortex, tomorrow, I'm getting Commander Class Hook and Long Haul, the 2-pack, for Devastator, so that's going to be pretty peak. I'm going to record that tomorrow, hopefully, and also, this box, you may think, as a person, yet again, who does not know Transformers, you're like, this figure cannot just come in this gigantic box. You're right. Hang on. I think I'm going to pause real quick. Just give me a second. Okay, so let's take a take two on that. You may think this box is way too big for this figure. You're correct. Correct! My god, I hate my voice breaks. You're correct, because it came with that big baluba. Because this is the core of what becomes the combiner. As you can tell, you can already see the chest crest for Silverbolt. That's the chest crest for Superion here. So I believe I should, actually I was gonna say I'll dismantle this off camera, but I'm not gonna, so you know how to dismantle this, because this is how it comes out of box. That's how it looks when you get it out of box, I believe. This is exactly how it is out of box. So, first, I guess I will show you how to dismantle. So I'm gonna move Silverbolt out of the way here. I'm gonna move the box. We'll touch on the box afterwards, hopefully. Hopefully I won't forget. So how you dismantle this baby is you take the chest crest, you fold this up, and be careful if it snaps off, it's just a swivel joint, it's not pinned on, so you're good. And then you take that off, and then you just crack this off, because these go in that slot here, same as these slots. Ooh. Take those tabs, and then I guess you just leave it right now, and then you take... It's pretty much just splitting it into 4 now. So you take this and you take that in half, and then you take this and boom. That's all the pieces really you need for Silverbolt. That's it. And then this comes separate. So I think this comes like, I believe this comes like this in the packaging, I believe. Or I think it was folded up, actually. It was like folded up like this, I think, in the packaging. It was like folded down like that. It was flat in the packaging. But yeah, and then I will put Silverbolt in combined mode and put him on the skeleton today. But I'm not going to put the other two on him until I have the other two, and I'm going to do a full Superion review by Christmas, because yet again, November is when the other two ship. So, I need to move out a little bit. God. My recording space is way too tiny for this right now. So, okay, so touching base with... move all this out of the way. So going to touch base with Silverbolt again. The head is one of my most favorite things about this figure. Just look at the detail. My God. Yet again, the camera's not doing it justice. It's focusing, but the detail put into the face is amazing. And just holding him, he's dense, no rattle at all, nothing. So, and then let's take his gun away, and then I normally accidentally end up displaying him with his wings back, which I guess just makes him skinnier, and I guess I sometimes like it that way. And his ankles, I think one of my most frustrating things, and you may think, oh, so he has a double knee joint, he has a double knee swivel joint for combined mode, and that's a problem. No, actually, it's not. I have to really fight it to actually get him into combining joint. His knee joint is like this, but one of my most least favorite things, as you could probably already hear, this is a ratchet. I understand. Actually, I don't really understand. Why is this a ratchet? I don't know. This isn't a ratchet, and this would be normally the problem. I don't understand it. This is a ratchet. But the fact that this is a ratchet, I don't know. I'm not going to touch on it, Hasbro. Don't worry. Not going to really complain much about it. But, and then the kibble. I think a lot of people complain about the kibble for jet mode, but I'm like, it's not that bad. Like, it's not top heavy. He's not top heavy at all, as you can tell. I have him standing here perfectly straight and balanced, and not top heavy at all. No matter how far I fold the wings back, he may wobble a little bit, but he's not going to fall over. Unless you really put his knees back or something. Because, yeah, he's pretty stable. So, and then comparisons with the other bots. I'm going to have to get them into robot mode. Give me a minute. Alrighty, so here, let's move this shit out of the way. Here. All three right now. Yet again, the other two are not available right now. So here so far is what we have of the Aerialbot crew, and good God, are they gorgeous. Like, the robot mode for, yet again, I remember a lot of people, the robot mode is not that bad for Slingshot. It is unfortunate how obstructive this is, but it's not horrible. It's not bad. And same with the jet mode for Air Raid here, with his little kibble hanging off the bottom. It's not horrible. So, and then with Air Raid on the leg, everyone's complaining about the jutting outness and how far Air Raid is out on the leg of Superion. I don't notice it as often. So once you actually get the figure in person, it's not horrible. So let's get this guy out. Let's get these guys out of the way, because that's pretty much it of comparisons, because I'm only comparing them to the team members. So right now, I gotta adjust the camera. Good God. Because I have way too much shit on my recording station right here. So, fold the hands in, fold the elbows back, just leave them like that. Tab these in, fold the ankles in, tab these in, fold the ankles in, roll these up, roll up, and then twist these in, and then you take this and just pull it, turn the head around, pop this in. Make sure these are out a little further so you can actually get a hold of the head in here. Turn this around, and then fold these in, and these will pop in, and then put that down a little bit, and then make sure these tab in, because they have little slots up here that they tab into. Make sure that's steady. Put the combiner ratchet, and not ratchet, but combiner roll there. Come on. These tabs do not want to cooperate with me sometimes. I swear they don't like me. Come on. There we go. Okay. Do the same with the other side here. And then fold the wings down. Fold this up. And I mean, in Vortex Review, you already saw the Concorde. But I'm still going to do it here. There we go. Alright. So that is the Concorde that Silverbolt turns into in the show. Yet again, Concords are gigantic, but he's not really that big. If you look at real, look at the windows. Each one of those windows is supposed to be a human seating. So, you already know how big he's supposed to be, but he's not really. So, one of my most favorite things that they did is they have the Concords droop snoot. I found that funny that they actually included the droop snoot. That was a thing that was only with Concords, and yet again, Concords are entirely retired now. If my research is right, the Concords are non-existent anymore. Yeah, so jet mode here is like, you can just I'm not going to do it because these are really tough. I don't know why, but these hate me and they won't want to go unless I actually like really hurt my fingers or use my pocket knife. So, I mean, that's pretty much it to say about jet mode. So I guess let's get him into combining mode. So what you do, really, it's not that hard to get him in combining mode, is you take this, roll this up, pretty much reverse back to robot, but not all the way. Take this, fold this down, put the nose cone back in the thing, make sure this is lined up, that'll latch on, and then fold the wings all the way back, and then turn the head around like that. Make sure that's slotted into place, and boom, you got basic combined mode for Superion. But what you gotta do now is you take this, straighten the legs down, fold this down, fold this back, and then you take this and you pop this as far up as you can get it. Then these tabs, oh, I forget these tabs will go into those slots right here, these, and then just pop it on there. Then you're gonna have to hold on to it a little bit as you fight to get this back there. If just look back there, once you actually get the figure, you gotta look back there and you will see a circular port, and that's what this tabs into. Then that just locks on, which I like, and then this pops on, and then you may have to reconnect the tabs there, and this should all be together, and then you lock the chest in. And Bababushka, it's really, really cool, and I like just holding this. This is really heavy too. Like, I can knock someone out with this. Not gonna, but you know what I mean. So then you take the legs, or what will be the legs, and you fold this back. Now that'll really crack on. Like, it's really loud. Like, listen to that. That's really loud. You fold these little things out. You push these through, and then you fold the little connection joint up, and then you fold the toes down, and that is the legs. And make sure the ankle joints are on their associative side, so they actually fit. And then yet again, how they work is like just like classic Combiner Wars, is they slide into the leg here, and you got a leg, and as you can already see, he's way too tall. And this guy's a little bit taller than Jetfire. This guy makes Jetfire look up a little bit. You take the arm, yeah, and yet again, if you have this figure and you have the jets, you gotta put the jet on here, then you split it. I see a lot of people on the internet taking this and putting it like this. Hang on. Putting like this on the arm, then they like split the character in half, then they put it on. No, that is not the proper way to do it. You take the arm, you put the figure on, then you crack it in half, then you adjust the hand and the arm and everything into place, and then you make sure the jet and everything is all tabbed on, then you put it on the body. That is how you do it, not the way like Toys R Us does it, or I don't think a lot of people have done it bad, but I'm pretty sure it's just Toys R Us that does it wrong. And I'm not entirely sure why he does it like that, but it's weird. And I remember back when he got Silverbolt, he always had these legs backwards. Yeah, and then you see the square peg, take that little square hole, and then you peg it on. And also you take Silverbolt's gun and add it on to the end of the barrel. That's Silverbolt's gun right there. And then that is Superion in all of his giant combiner glory. And so that's basically it for this video. I thought this video was going to be longer. I mean, I didn't go over articulation, and I'm not going to go over articulation for combined mode, because yet again, I shouldn't really be doing this, but I am. And so here's Slingshot and Air Raid compared to Silverbolt's combined mode. Yet again, I'm not going to put them on. I'm going to wait till they have the other two to actually put them all together on camera. And with some videos, I might actually just make a short. I might make a couple shorts someday of me just doing a little transforming tutorial with some music put over it. I believe that's how I think, but like, I believe I'm just going to do that. Just going to stay silent and then just make transforming tutorials on that. And just have music going on in the background, just like Color Touch Toys. He has a lot of Japanese characters in the beginning of his names. in the beginning of his name, but I'm pretty sure it's Color Tuck Toys, I think is what his channel is. I don't know, I'd have to relook at it, because I'm subscribed to him, but I don't, but he's really good at the transforming tutorials that he does. He just has music, and he transforms them. That's pretty much it. Doesn't talk at all, because I'm pretty sure he or she, I don't know the gender, probably doesn't know English, hence the Japanese characters at the beginning of the name. I don't know. I'm not making assumptions here. Well, I am making assumptions, but I'm not making sure that this is actually true. But yeah, so that's it for Superion here. And I will come back to you guys next week with the Constructicons. So this is going to be this video is going to be coming out. Let's see. I'm trying to think about when this will be coming out, because this week is Vortex, so next week, so beginning of September, I believe, maybe. I'll have to look at the calendar to actually know. But yeah, beginning of September at best is when the Constructicons video will come out. And I'm pretty sure that'll either be Scrapper or the 2-pack. Because beginning of September, by the time I upload that video, I probably will not have Scavenger yet. So yeah, so you never know. But yeah, this is it for this video. So let's take a look at the box one last time. Take a look at this gorgeous ass box one last time. God, the box art is so amazing. Alright, bye.